This is EverQuest. Just gonna do some chilling and killing on my Shaman here in my favorite current zone to grind in, which is Scarred Grove, as everybody in my guild knows. I'm a little notorious for this. I changed my setup a bit. Recently gotten AA tight, absolutely every AA I can get, I have now. Because of that, and I've got my glyphs all the way up. So, glyph of power, using my super boost, if you will, with these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 things here, including the super boost. These extra things here are kind of spread between, and this also, between this and each tank heal I have, targeted tank heal. I have this, I'll go through those in order, but so I'm trying to use every AA I can. Rabbit Bear is one of my favorite AAs, along with, I've added in, so here we go. Got my Epic 2.0, so I got the Epic just right here. Whenever I slow something, single target, this back row will get it to fire consistently without getting too much in the way. It's only a pause for, it's just a slight pause. This right here will automatically target whoever the tank or main assist, whatever you want, target to. This right here is my flex, where it's either when I'm soloing, I put it as the group tanks target. When I'm in a group, I put it as the group assist target. When I'm in the raid, so I've started to raid a little bit, I put it in the raid 1's target. Although a lot of time in the raid, I'm manually clicking over here with my mouse, which I hate doing, but there's now a lot of ways around it, because I don't necessarily, it's situational. And here's this, I'm just going to go through these here real quick. For me, quick for me, Rabbit Bear and Spire on 2 different types of cooldown. You can see this is already cooled down. When you do these, they'll be staggered. That's on a 7:30 cooldown. This is on a 12-minute cooldown, but it lasts for like 5 minutes or something. What is it? Yeah, 5 minutes. I believe that's extended too. So the uptime you can have on Rabbit Bear is actually more comparable to this, but they get staggered, which is nice, because this is a little extra. It's for the whole group. It's only 1 minute 30, but still, it's a nice little DPS boost and everything for a group. And then this is just me, because Shamans are awesome. I also have this glyph in case I need it. I don't know if I will. I've never used it, but it seems like a good idea, just in case I'm in no crap moment and say totem is down or something. This right here is renewal. Line up here, you can, it's coordinated to, this stuff here. This Ward of Resurgence is a nice buff I put on myself, especially if I'm meleeing, but it's just kind of nice to have on me. I mainly just put it on when I'm meleeing. If I'm just healing and I'm not in melee range, I usually don't bother with it, but I just click this button. It's kind of spam style, 1, 2, 3, if I want to have this. This right here is my progression spell, which will override the buff, the regen buff, so that's why I don't buff with that. And then this right here is the heal over time for the group. I don't use what do you call it? Oh, the slow that you have that'll also put a heal over time over the target's target. What is it called? I forget now. I never really use it. You have a synergy is based off of this anyway. Hello, I think we have a rare, and we do, and we're gonna kill it. Let's go get it. you're seeing this in action here. I am going through my rotation here. I should probably be getting the back, but I'm in the middle of doing my dot rotation here. All 5 dots possible. Probably should doing extras here because I screwed up. There we go. I'm getting back now. As you can see, even against this guy here, when I hit my super boost, I'll go over exactly. You can see these are all down. The glyph is down. It's just that's what it does when it's down. That right there signaled that my poison dot finished. It's on its second level. So I'll put that back on. As you can see, I'm fighting a rare. It's a tier 1 rare, solo here, but it's, you know, it's doing some things that are good, dying for me. Put the dots back on. Now that thump you just heard is also the affliction dot that just refreshed. Well, it didn't refresh, but it. I'm at about the 3-minute mark on this guy, I believe. Refresh that after I get the curses done here. There we go. As you can see, you have 2 of these on. Whenever it's that second dot, you can recast it again. And I'm almost able to hit my epic again. The mana looks low on me, but it's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. Hit the epic again. I'll go ahead and candy here in a second. I also know when that poison one goes away that refresh these a little early here. It's a long cast dot poison, not poison, disease dots. Next up ought to be that affliction. Here, thump, and there we go. And this is actually going to be free. Nice. And as you can see, the heals, I am not sweating healing the Merc at all. Doing these a little early here. Get my splash heal going. I didn't have to manually heal the Merc at all. It's all splash heals. Also, although my healing ward is up. And there we go. And there's the loot. So I know this looks like it really sucked my mana hard, but I still had spiritual channeling to go. And this looks like a huge penalty. It's really not. You heal over times, take care, and it's just crazy. It lasts 5 minutes, and that combined, you can candy while that's going too, while spiritual is going to get more candy back. So it's almost like you could use your whole bar, and as you candy each time, I didn't that time, but I mean, when I'm grinding, I do. And when it gets to a point where candy, you just really feel like you need more than candy can give you. If you're down like 25%, you get spiritual channeling, and then that last 5 minutes you can candy while that's going, and that'll get you all the way up to full, and you can just keep candying again as you cast spells. You can just go non-stop. I've never had to, unless I just had to go AFK or just got, saw something on TV or whatever, man, or wanted to really listen to a favorite song of mine without any distractions. It's cool. So there we go. I didn't expect that. So now we're gonna keep going through here. So you saw all these in action. This right here is just a long dots. This is generally not advisable, but I've ran into a problem yet, and I can cancel it. Cancel casting, I think, whatever the command is. I got it set up as one of the very few bound keys. It's to my X key. So if this is going in the middle and I need to stop it because I have to deal with something immediately, I just spam the X key a few times real quick, just blap 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 or something. That takes care of this whole macro, and then I'll do the emergency heal or whatever I have to do. And this right here I call shower heal, because even though now I don't have the shower heal in, I got my a different spell lineup, but typically this right here, number 6, this extra curse, is the shower heal. So it'll cast this for a little DPS. This is fast casting. It's only 1 second cast time. So it's that, and then you can do the shower heal and then your recourse heal right here. Yeah, 10. And that's what the spam key does. You can spam it because these all have little sort of cooldowns that doesn't get in the way of being able to spam it. This right here is my AoE slow. In case I have to retarget the tank or the main assist target or whatever, if there's an overpull or it's just mobs you just can't get away, they're all gonna, be tight enough that you can do an AoE slow. I'll do that. This is a little slow casting. I think it's like 4 seconds for the actual slow. It's pretty long. It feels long anyway when you really need to do it. So I usually try to heal, put on like a splash heal or something before I do this, to try to help prevent anything nasty happening. This right here, in a group setting, there's usually only one tank I need to worry about, so I have this set up for that. In raiding that I'm new to, I've set up these buttons, which this is Xtar 3, which is I set these other Xtars in for as many tanks as I need. So this is the next tank, it's the Xtar 4, this next one, and the next one. I'm not so sure I have enough room down here to get all these put down quickly. I can replace Totem with the second tank pretty easily, but a third or fourth tank becomes a little more problematic. So there's usually more than one healer in a raid, and we can kind of split the load there for who's gonna heal who. Is that the rare? No. Who's gonna heal who? For single target healing and stuff, not splash healing. So there's that. And this is Totem here. This is the lame Shaman fade. You turn into a totem and you're basically mezzed for a full minute. This right here isn't meant to use for pulling or anything like you can with Necros and Shadow Knights and stuff. This is really meant for if you're in a group or a raid and you're doing your thing and stuff is going wrong, there's an inevitable wipe, you can try hitting that if you got enough distance away, because they're going to see through that invis that this pops on you. You know, if you're in a raid, there's, you know, they're going to see through invis. At least the main guy is. You got to make sure you have some distance. Hit that. Everybody dies. You live. Hopefully within that minute, stuff doesn't get too close to you. And then by the time you can move, you can start resing people without you having to die. And it speeds that process up a little bit. For me, it's been a little hit and miss. A lot of times in a group anyway, we're kind of packed tight enough that if something goes wrong, it's usually with a rare, but not always, but you know, with a rare, and we're fighting it, and I totem up, people wipe pretty quick, and it sees the totem that it, for whatever reason, it doesn't like. I might be the last on the aggro list, but I'm the only one left, so you're still going to come after you if it sees through invis. Pretty much all rares see through invis. So I'm very disappointed with this totem, but I feel like I should have it on here. It just feels like something I should have. If I put something else to replace it, it's probably going to be the dragon glyph. This is on cooldown. I didn't hit it because I used this glyph. Let's go to special. This right here, the power glyph. I'm going to spend A's. So I got 260. I'm A tight. So you can use these right here. It's 50. I still got 210. You can use these glyphs pretty liberally and not worry about I'm sorry, I'm losing my words here. And not worry about not having enough AAs because you're getting AAs all the time through just stuff you're doing. You don't have to be soloing like I do. You can, you know, just stuff you're doing in a group, or, you know, the little tasks that you do and stuff. They give AAs. You're going to be fine with the AAs. Don't worry about the AAs. If you're, you know, if you got everything done like I have on this character. Canny, self-explanatory. I said canny, spiritual channeling. It's right here, the wave heal. There's an AA that you can do another intervention. So if you spam this, which sometimes I tend to do, I just blah, and puts ancestral guard on a group. And this is basically helps with melee damage and, you know, help people survive in a really oh shit moment kind of a thing. Puts a huge damage over time for 3 minutes. This is really, really good. So I put this in this macro for like a whole group oh shit moment. This is really sort of my oh shit key. This totem thing, it's just whatever. I just feel like I have to have it on. Every tank heal has Union of Spirits and Spirit Guardian on there. What I end up kind of doing when I'm single target healing, targets the tank, and I got 8 and 7 here. I just didn't change the order of these. So 8 is the fast reckless mending. This is a really fast heal. It's a really big heal too, as you can see. Heal for me anyway. I'm sure clerics might have something a little better than that, but it's it damages me. But again, anything that damages you as a shaman, it doesn't. You don't even notice it. This right here, I put this one down because it's a stronger heal than the last version of this. You know, the 125 version of this just is underwhelming. This right here, you can spam it. It refreshes quick. And there's a little cooldown on this, but it's not really that long. Basically, I just spam these, and if I'm spamming it, and these are on cooldown, it'll go down to these AAs here. So all this stuff will get used if I just spam it on a tank until I feel like they're squared away. These AAs, what do the I'm pretty sure the cooldowns, that's 10 minutes. I guess. Spirit Guardian, that's 5 minutes. That's not so bad. So yeah. Anyway, it's just That's what I set up for my single target heals to stuff. Super boost here. I got my power glyph, ancestral aid here. This is the healing ward that you put down. This right here. Oh no, that's the healing ward here. What the hell is this? This is a heal, really big heal over time, and it gives some stat boosts for like 30 seconds. And this right here, the spiritual blessing, grants your instant duration heals 100% chance to score exceptional heal, increases the mana cost of all spells by 14%, which isn't all that bad. And if I get in trouble, fine, I'll use canny, that type of thing. Fleeting Spirit is the one. This is offensive. So the power glyph and this Fleeting Spirit is offensive. This makes you twin cast your dots. And this right here increases melee, but it also increases spell stuff too. Pet. Change your damage spells, crit chances by 15%. So that's nice. The critical damage of the crits is up by 75%. Critical chance of healing spells by 20%. It's super good. Those glyphs are awesome. I'm a big glyph person. Oh, there's a pH now. Isn't that nice? So that's the main setup there. This is just the cures. I did have a cure on here before I put this down, but this, that's okay. If I really need this cure or targeted cure, I put it on there. It's not that, switch that one spell out. It's no big deal. That's pretty much it. This is stuff I don't know what else to do with, so I just put it up here, with the exception of gate and my mount. This is the chest, which is targeted. This goes off for here. It's basically another intervention for the chest. Heal your group members for a big ass amount, and the lower their health, the more they will be healed. So it's another intervention. So I got like 3 interventions. Cooldown on chest pieces, clickies are always like 10 minutes. And I think I've already gone over this stuff before. This will automatically target my pet. This is just the pet spells that does that, and these are the different. I have a different set of group spells, and that just puts in the shower heal here, and everything else is the same. That's just the way it is. I'm soloing. I like to have an extra curse because my heals. I'm doing fine healing. It's not a problem healing the merc. So it's my current setup, and I was lucky enough to get anyway, so here, let's kill this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and pull, and you'll see that the Rabid Bear and Spire will go off at the same time, but I'll point it out here. There we go, I got that. Oh, it looks like he hit me. How dare he hit me? I gotta do it again. There we go. And generally, for a trash mob like this, it takes about 2 minutes for me to take it down without Spire or Rabid Bear going. So we will see. You'll see how much DPS. We'll see if that statement is fairly true too. I do not parse. Pretty casual player. I'm on a canny. And now that this is just a trash mob, I feel a little bit more under control here. So you'll see my progression spell pop up right here soon, and I just hit that to keep that going. This is a minute cooldown, so I know that I've been going for a good minute when that pops up. And I just go ahead and refresh that, put that back up along with the heal over time for the group. Doing that. Here's the roar. Make sure the heal over time is still going. And right about now, really soon, that the second level of this is going to go off. When I'm just fighting a trash mob, there it goes. All I do is just redo both of my curses. It might be more mana efficient if I just refreshed this. Matter of fact, I'm sure it is. Because both those curses are a lot less than 52k. It's ridiculous. I mean, look at this. 41k and 31k. They're reduced, but I usually just go off of the initial base. So let's see here. So it saved me 10 seconds. Obviously, I'm overestimating what I do without it, without these two. Okay, you can see this cooldown. It's at 6 minutes or 5. Is that 5 or 6? It's a 5. So just a hair over 5 minutes to go before that refreshes, and this right here has got like a little over like 9.5 minutes to go. But it's still going, right? So it's more like 7.5, more like 7 minutes. So if this is going to be refreshed, I can use this, and it's on a cooldown of 7. And this right here, you can see how these are really nice. They kind of work well together. As you go, most of the time, if you're soloing, you're going to have one of these up. And then this right here is just on a 3-minute cooldown. Right now, I've been blabbing and stuff. When I go pull something, this is going to go off again. So the combination of these three, the 2.0 Epic, Clicky, and Spire and Rabid Bear is really nice to just use. If you can kind of either work it into macros like I like to do, or if you're a keybind person, then do your thing there. I've never really understood fully how to do keybinds. Everybody says they're better. They're a real pain to set up, but once you do, you're just loving life, I guess. So that's something I just haven't decided to jump into. I'm not saying I won't ever, but someday I might. I don't know. But for right now, what's going on here? Let me get up here and I'll get that guy. This camp is pretty easy to pull singles. I want you to see me. There we go. You don't have to be super rushed to get your heal over time is going with your Merc. With the Shaman buffs and on there. My tank Merc does not have cleric buffs on him. So, there's that, but he's doing fine against trash. And you saw him, hey, what am I doing? And you saw him, between him and the pet, they tank that rare like nothing, man. It's easy. And Rabid Bear is about ready to go. So this will be a nice little guess and see if just mainly with, see how fast this is going to die. Now there's a little variance in their hit points. Sometimes they're, there's like a level or two difference. Clem is at 67%. You don't have to worry because look, I mean, my heal over time crits are pretty nice on the Shaman. I got that going. That should be pretty much all I need. I might experiment to see if adding that, just doing another level of poison is a little bit more mana efficient, and if it doesn't take too long to kill him, I might just do that. Looks like this one's going to die in really about the same amount of time as before. So, there's misses involved, and, A little bit of luck. A little bit of luck of the dice roll. 4 seconds. It's taken about 2 minutes to kill a trash mob. This guy's a little bit of a big boy here. The second level of my affliction is about to go off. And the second level of that is a pretty nice dot, so you don't have to, I might just to speed it up a little bit. I'm not going to do anything. It's dead. It just doesn't even know it's dead yet. See, there you go. Sometimes you get lucky with the swarm pets that spawn from this buff here. When you're casting your dots, you get the chance to, you know, spawn those little ghost puppies once in a while. So anyway, so that's my shaman here. Takes a little bit to take stuff down, but for a healer, especially a class that you can main heal with, some people are even able to main heal in raids with shaman. I'm not at that level. Matter of fact, we just kind of do the best we can with raids in our guild. It's not a huge focus, but there's a number of people that really like doing it, and I like to help out when I can. So becoming a thing, but we're not trying to get any server firsts or any kind of crap like that. Matter of fact, the raids as a guild that we're only really able to even attempt are much older raids. EOK or NOS, I think, is kind of the limit for our abilities as a guild, because most of the time it's pretty good effort to try to get 2 groups in, and that's with maybe a couple people in boxing, you know, a couple characters. It's we're a small guild. We just do the best we can. We're a bunch of old people for the most part, and some people are retired, some people are work from home. We just do what we can, and it's fun. It's a fun game. And this is LWDQ, and I'm out. Hope this helps somebody.